Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Front Office Spotlight session. My name is Ritu Kapoor, and I lead product marketing for the front office audience. In this session, we'll talk about how digital assistants can help you fast forward automation in your front office, increasing employee productivity and customer satisfaction with minimal time and infrastructure investments. We'll also show you demos of how OtomeationAnywhere helps you fast track ROI and enables your agents to work from any application, any device, from anywhere in the world. Now, we can all agree that the front office is the face of your brand. The men and women that work with customers, both in support and sales, to directly affect your bottom line. Front offices include inbound and outbound contact centers, BPOs, field sales and marketing, or the very easily recognizable stores and kiosks. And as a front office leader, you are constantly looking for innovative ways to increase revenue, to decrease operating costs, and provide best-in-class customer success and support. But legacy infrastructure and disparate systems get in the way of your plans. The customer experience is fragmented, attrition is a huge problem, and employee productivity suffers because of repetitive tasks and error-prone processes. Now, in the next few minutes, we'll show you some demos of some simple, innovative ways in which intelligent automation can help your front offices. Let me start with an analogy. Think about how digital assistants help you at home. Alexa, Siri, Google Assistant, all help you with everyday tasks. They schedule reminders, they look up addresses, they can call a friend. My 8-year-old even has Alexa doing his homework when mom is not looking, because it's simple. These digital assistants make us so much more productive at home and on the go. Wouldn't it be awesome if we had one at work? And that's why we built ARI for you. ARI is the OtomeationAnywhere robotic interface, your digital assistant at work. It makes automation simple and accessible to everyone in the company. By adapting RPA to your way of working, the apps you live in, the devices you're most comfortable with, ARI gives the secure, robust, always-on RPA a layer of simplicity that appeals to everyone and makes RPA accessible to everyone. These digital assistants are simple to use and implement, and they can transform the way your front office agents work. They improve productivity by making agents more productive from the apps and devices they use every day. They help you increase customer satisfaction with improved average handle time and first call resolution rates by simplifying collaboration across teams. And finally, they help you fast track ROI with minimal infrastructure investment, training, and setup costs. Let's start with a demo of how ARI helps turbocharge employee productivity. In this demo, you'll see how OtomeationAnywhere streamlines the loan approval process. ARI enables the agent to continue to work exclusively from one application, in this case, Salesforce, while bots run credit checks, pull relevant data from multiple systems, process documents, and manage after-call work. And to see this in action, I'd like to hand it over to Sharon Liu, our Senior Product Marketing Manager. Sharon, over to you.
Thank you, Ritu. The loan process does sound like a frustrating one, but let's see how it can be streamlined with automation. So you'll see that the agent continues to work on their application of choice, in this case, Salesforce, and the bot does everything else. Ritu, could you be the borrower and I'll be the lending agent?
Sure, let's do this.
Okay, let's begin. Good morning, Ms. Kapoor, and thank you for calling West Coast Savings and Loan. My name is Sharon. How can I help you today?
Hi, good morning, Sharon. I'd like to apply for a loan.
Okay, absolutely. Before we proceed, I just need to verify your identity. Could you please tell me your address?
It is 801 Mission Street, San Carlos, California, 94103.
And the last 4 digits of your social security number?
4872.
Perfect. Now, what kind of loan are we looking to apply for today?
I'd like to apply for a personal loan.
Great, let's get the process started for you then. As you can see, all I have to do is click apply, and ARI pops up a custom screen already filled out with customer data from multiple systems of record. I can use this form to interact with the loan origination application and all the other apps that the bank uses to support their customers. The same form can also be used to update multiple systems at once. So, Ms. Kapoor, how much are you looking to borrow today?
$30,000.
And how much would you be able to repay towards your monthly repayments?
$1,000.
And finally, the reason you're taking out the loan today?
I'd like to make some home improvements.
Sure, adding that in. Could I please have your authorization to run the credit check? I have to let you know that this will be reflected in your credit report.
Sure, I authorize the credit check.
As you can see, I click on Run Credit Check, and Ari triggers a bot to automate this process. Typically, credit checks require the agent to log into a different system and re-enter customer details. But in this case, OtomeationAnywhere handles everything from right within Salesforce. Ms. Kapoor, could you please email me your 3 pay stubs and a copy of your ID? A driver's license or passport will also suffice if you have it.
Of course, I'm emailing my pay stubs and ID now. Okay, I've sent them.
Thank you. As you can see, all I have to do is click on Scan Email, and Ari triggers a bot to search for the customer's email and process the attachments. This frees me up to focus on the customer interaction at hand. What you see here is a form that is now updated with the data that IQBot extracted from the attached documents. This helps me easily review everything I need before making a decision. Great, Ms. Kapoor. It looks like everything's in order and you can submit your application. The system should generate your loan details any second now. Thank you for your patience. As you see here, the bot continues to carry out this process and returns with the terms of the contract. Congratulations, Ms. Kapoor. You've been approved for a $30,000 loan at 5.75% APR, repayable for over 36 months. Would you like to proceed?
Yes, please.
Great. You'll receive the contract in your email shortly. Thank you so much for banking with West Coast Savings and Loan, and have a great day. Now back to you, Ritu.
Thank you, Sharon. That was a fantastic description of the process. Now, when do I get my $30,000?
Checks in the mail.
So what did we just see? We saw end-to-end process automation. We saw that Ari enabled the agent to get customer data from multiple systems on a single screen. We also saw the automation of repetitive tasks like data entry and after-call work. Automating these tasks greatly reduced the chances of errors and increased employee productivity by over 30%. And if you'd like more details on how you can streamline your front office, contact us and our team will schedule a deep dive for you. Now, the next benefit we'll talk about is increased customer satisfaction, improving average handle time and first call resolution rate by simplifying collaboration across teams. Let's go back to the previous demo. What if the system flagged the customer for a bad credit score? The process would be escalated to a manager or sometimes escalated to a completely different team. And these escalation processes are complicated. They usually require some amount of human judgment. Let's see how Ari can help simplify an escalation process that includes a human in the loop. Sharon, back to you.
Thanks, Ritu. And yes, I totally agree. These swivel chair handoffs just take way too long. As you can see, I'm using the same custom screen as last time to process applicant data for another loan. Except here, I noticed that the applicant's credit score falls right below the minimum threshold by 2 points, but the rest of the criteria look solid. So instead of denying this request right away, I want to escalate it to my supervisor so he can take a second look. By clicking Escalate Application, this request gets sent to the RE web portal, which is being monitored by team members on a case-by-case basis. And here, we see the supervisor picking up the request in the RE web portal. RE presents the supervisor with all the information needed to help him make his decision. This data has been compiled from multiple databases and pulled together for a quick and easy review. Although the credit score is below the threshold, this applicant has been in good standing with the bank for the past 20 years. He goes ahead and decides to approve this loan. Once he does, RE auto-generates the contract with the details shown. The supervisor gets one more chance to confirm the terms. Since the credit score was an issue, he reduces the amount approved and the repayment duration. Once the supervisor selects Email Loan Contract, RE updates the terms, emails the contract to the customer for his signature, and closes the case. This also changes the request status from open to completed in the RE web portal. The supervisor is now ready to handle subsequent reviews. Now let's switch gears for a bit and take a look at how this process is built. This is the process editor. Users can build out their workflows using the same drag and drop functionality as Enterprise A2019. This allows them to define the happy path and all the escalations in between. All they have to do is select an action, drag it into the workflow, input some details, and repeat. We wanted to make sure this was easy enough so business users could take control of their own automations. Thank you. Now back to you, Ritu.
Thank you again, Sharon. So what did we just see? We saw request turnaround time improve by almost 40 to 50%. We saw automation beyond the happy path to complex processes that involve human in the loop. We also saw agents and supporting teams use the interface with which they are most comfortable. In this case, RE enabled the front office agent to automate his process directly from Salesforce. And for the same process, RE enabled the escalation team to use a custom web interface that they'd configured with OtometionAnywhere. And when humans and digital workers work side by side, like the demos you just saw, complementing each other's strengths, only then can you achieve that truly competitive digital enterprise. Digital workers work 24/7 on repetitive tasks, making them seamless and error-free. And human workers concentrate on the creative tasks, decision-making, customer relationships. This helps both the employees and the customer have the best possible experience at your company. Now let's talk about ROI. OtometionAnywhere's web-based, easy-to-use solutions require minimal infrastructure, training, and setup costs, with tremendous gains for your enterprise. And to walk through some of these customer examples, I'd like to invite Stefan Lowe, our SVP of Customer Success. Stefan, over to you.
So thanks very much, Ritu. Hi, everyone. My name is Stefan Lowe, and I run Customer Success at OtometionAnywhere. So it's great to see the technology and the feature sets, as Ritu and Sharon have explained. But today, I'd like to walk you through two examples of what the impact of this technology is in real customer examples. One, with Bancolombia and what they've done across their branch offices across the country, and as well with TaskUs, working with a client of theirs based in San Antonio. So let's start with Bancolombia. So overall, Bancolombia is the #1 bank in the country of Colombia with over 71 billion in assets, more than 30,000 employees, and more than 1,000 branches across the country. Right from the get-go, their impact with automation has been very significant. They started in the first year implementing a few hundred bots and are currently at greater than 8,000. And in that first year, their ROI was greater than 1,300%. That also matches up to a $19 million reduction in provisioning costs and increased income of $7 million from new revenue streams, all wrapped up with a higher customer satisfaction level across the board. So Bancolombia actually started with back office automation and things like reconciliations in the back office, but they quickly realized that front office automation was the real area of impact because of those more than 30,000 employees, more than 10,000 of them are actually bank tellers serving customers in their branch offices out there. So when you're working with customers and being front-facing with them, reducing the complexity of tasks is really the goal. When you think about walking into the branch office of a bank, there's many, many things that you could be asking that bank teller to do. And that added complexity, accessing data to confirm what's needed to execute for you, actually slows down that process and makes you wait, which is the goal that they tried to eliminate. So reducing that complexity and streamlining the teller's tasks across a few areas. Examples are money transfers and validating the identity of both the sending and the receiving party, digital signature verification and documentation for things like loan applications, and foreign exchange transactions and maintaining that accuracy. So simply stated, integrated tasks with a simplified interface in the front office and auditable accuracy really has yielded both quantifiable business impact, as I talked about, but as well, much better customer service. So from there, let's talk about TaskUs. So as I mentioned, TaskUs is a leading business services company. And what they've done is worked with a client in San Antonio to focus in on their contact center. So any of you who have experience with support and contact centers know that it's extremely rare that those employees can work and achieve their goals within a single application. They're constantly context switching between multiple applications, slowing them down, adding things like training costs, adding complexity, and making it really difficult to actually deliver a nice, quick experience for the customers that they deal with. So one of the things that they've done is to really utilize ARI to integrate that experience together. So things like data lookups with multiple systems and sources, validation of the customer data that is coming from those multiple systems and noticing where there may be corrections or errors needed, and then updating those multiple sources, all again in a single interface via ARI. So as a result, quantifiable and measurable impact in the customer experience for the client of TaskUs. Average handle times reduced by 20 seconds per call, which equates to more than 10% improvement in the efficiency of those interactions. Customer satisfaction up by 3.5%, and as well, transaction quality improved across the board. So in addition to a much better contact center employee experience with a single interface, customizable so that they can serve their customers better, certainly great customer satisfaction results across the board for that client. So thanks very much. Ritu, back to you.
Thank you, Stefan. Always good to hear the customer success stories. So what did we just see? Bancolombia achieved an ROI of almost 1,300% in the first year, just phenomenal numbers here, just by automating their branch offices. They also saw a $19 million reduction in provisioning costs. TaskUs was able to provide a 10% reduction in average handle time by about 20 seconds and significantly improved CSAT and quality. And that brings us to the end of the session. To reiterate for you, with Automation Anywhere, you can improve employee productivity by enabling your agents to be more productive from the apps and devices they use every day. You can increase customer satisfaction with improved average handle time and first call resolution rate by simplifying collaboration across teams. And finally, you can fast track ROI with minimal infrastructure investments, training, and setup costs. And to learn more about RE and our front office solutions, I'd encourage you to visit the RE webpage. Thank you for your time.